Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, thank you for staying on for this session. My name is Ong. I'm the head of computing. So I guess many of you who participate in this session are concerned about your future jobs. Yeah. So let me just start as our agenda for today. Yeah, it'll be IR 4.0. And what are the emerging professions that is coming up in the near future? Okay, so specifically in the area of data science and Internet of Things. Yeah. Okay, so our agenda for today, yeah, we will cover these three areas: the industrial revolution. Well, as one philosopher said, in order to understand the present, sometimes we have to understand the history. How do we get to where we are today is because of what has happened in the past. Yeah. So let's dive in. Okay. So what is IR 4.0 or Industrial Revolution 4.0? Okay. This is the history of how the Industrial Revolution happened. So it started off in around in 18th century. So the first Industrial Revolution, that's where people start to produce things in the house, and then in order to mass production of things, they then start to move to a factory, but you need more machinery in order to do that. Yeah, so that's where they need to do all these things. They need to also create machineries, but on top of that, to make things faster, that's where they created the steam engine and water power. I think maybe some of you who watch some of those Indiana Jones or those cowboy movies, you see the steam engine, the train. Yeah, that's where they make use of the power of course, they use coal and also the water power in order to make things happen faster, right? In order to mass produce things. Yeah, so you can think of that. The start of mechanization and the introduction of this steam engine and water power, moving from home base to factory base. Okay, so the second wave of IR, Industrial Revolution, is really a massive jump from the first revolution, in the sense it has a lot of, it's being powered by many technology that was discovered during that is around 19th century. Yeah, so I would say it is powered by the first IR will be characterized by the steam engine. The second will be by electricity. Okay, because of electricity and also discovery of other technologies like telephony and so on. So all this happens, and of course, the products that are created, they need transportation. So they also need to build railroads and so on to transport the goods and the services. Yeah. Okay. So the second wave will be mass production. So that's why with electricity, they can then build assembly lines using electrical power to further massively produce things in an automated, semi-automated way. Okay. So the third wave is not that far from the second wave, in the sense that that's where computing and internet comes into place. Yeah. So the third wave is, I would say, they try to automate the production. So automation doesn't mean that there's no human interference. There's still human interference, in the sense that the sets of procedures have been clearly defined for the machinery to work. But if there's problem, there's still human intervention needed with the help of, the computer systems and robotics. Yeah. Okay. So the fourth, which is the IR 4.0, is already happening, and now, in the sense that, as you see, one wave of IR it's all built upon the previous or the IR in the past. So as of now, we have the past 3 IRs here. That's why it is a convergence of many technologies that have happened. So I would say, if you want to sum it up in a sentence, is the IR 4.0 is moving from automation to autonomous. Okay, autonomous, you can think of, if you put it in a mathematical, is automation minus human intervention. So that means it becoming more, the systems become more smarter and smarter with the usage of data and analytics and automation, that it can troubleshoot and self-prevent things from problem from happening. Okay, so that in a sense, that's where what we call the smart factory comes into place. Yeah, and the automation systems, besides, I mean, of course, IoT and machine learning, as I mean, and other words for artificial intelligence. Yeah. Okay. So this, the enabling technologies that can help this, I mean, enable all these things to happen based on the sources from this document, National Policy on Industry 4.0. Yeah, it's from the Ministry of International Trade and Industry. So some, as you can see in this diagram, like Internet of Things, Big Data Analytics, and Artificial Intelligence. Yeah, so that's where we will be focusing on today. Yeah. Okay. In Malaysia, the working age, I mean, our population is about 30+ millions, but the working age is about 16 million plus. Okay. So if you look at some of the jobs that's happening, I mean, I just basically look at the Future of Jobs report by World Economic Forum, and specifically this area of what are the emerging jobs and the redundant jobs. So zooming in on that, you will see that the top emerging jobs will be the data analysis and scientists, Internet of Things, big data specialists, and AI, I mean, and machine learning. Yeah. So some of these jobs, I mean, will be the redundant jobs, you know, like data entry and so on. Yeah, as you can see in this diagram. Yeah. Okay. So with that background, you see that from the sources of the from the Future of Jobs. So there's a demand for data analytics and artificial intelligence and IoT. Yeah. So now we just dive into data science. Okay. So as you know, data grows at 50%. It doubles every 2 years. The amount of data in every 2 years, it doubles. Yeah. So, but data is one thing. We have lots of data, but if you process the data, we gain, I mean, the information. But how do we derive insights or knowledge or learning from all this, the massive amount of data? Okay, that's where data science comes in. Yeah. So science is a study of reality. Okay, I mean, but we want to study it from the perspective of data. So data science, in a sense, is, in short, is how do we make sense from all the analysis of the data. Yeah. So like I said, the data is traveling at enormous speed and volume and variety, and of course nowadays you have a lot of fake news. That's why the veracity of the data is important. And how do we derive a value from that, in the sense that we gain insight and the knowledge from that? Yeah. So data science is an interdisciplinary field. It's not just just one particular area, but it's convergence and a merge of usage of statistics, and domain knowledge and analysis in order to understand the data. Yeah, the trends and patterns. Yeah. Okay. Before we go into the career, let's look at how data science is being applied in the industry. Okay. So one of the highest usage of data science is actually fraud detection, fraud and risk detection, especially in financial transactions. Yeah. So I'm just giving some of these examples so that you can understand and grasp some of the applications of data science. For example, I mean, for hypermarket promotion. So this is a story in US, okay? There's a big hypermarket, and one day the father of this daughter came to the hypermarket and said, and scolded the sales manager of the hypermarket. So he said, why are you sending all these promotional vouchers to my daughter? Promoting pregnancy, okay? Encouraging her to get pregnant. You see, the sales manager doesn't know that there's a data scientist behind all this. So he apologized to the father. Right? So the data scientist, you see, he knows what the daughter was purchasing, what kind of vitamins she's buying, and what kind of size of clothes she's buying. So from there, he gained insights that the daughter must be pregnant. Yeah. So later, 1 week later, the father came and apologized to the sales manager of the hypermarket, because actually the daughter is already pregnant. Okay. Yeah. So those are, examples of use of how you analyze data and gain insights and become more effective in marketing. Instead of just mass marketing, it become a one-to-one personalized marketing. Yeah. Of course, sometimes we hear about how our police is able to intercept some of these terrorists and so on. That's why, because they have probes that is able to syndicate conversations from Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, and they know when are they going to do some bad things, right? And then that's why they will ambush them. Yeah. Okay. So in the case of manufacturing, as the owner of a manufacturing factory, of course, they need data science to help them to do predictive analytics in order to reduce the downtime, in order to maximize the yield of their production. So the data scientists will be able to syndicate and collect all the error messages from the different machinery, and based on the analysis of the error messages and the threshold that's being set, maybe it reaches 70% or 60% of errors, that's where he can advise them to either do maintenance of the particular machinery or maybe change the machinery. That would help them to prevent or reduce the downtime. Yeah. So those are ways of examples I'm just giving to help you understand how data science can be applied. Yeah. Okay, maybe a bit more on that. Data science can be a data analyst. You can start off initially as a data analyst, a data engineer, and then of course finally a data scientist. And how this framework is being used to do data analysis. So I just call it an awesome framework. So you obtain the data. So a data analyst will obtain the data and scrub the data, in the sense it's cleanse the data, because sometimes data is not entered in a uniform way. Let's say maybe a form, you key in KL, another person will key in Kuala Lumpur. So the data is not consistent. Somebody has to harmonize and format it in a uniform way. Okay, that's why cleansing, cleaning comes into place. And a data engineer will then further, do more analysis and explore the data, in a sense from they find patterns and trends, and then they have built models in order to predict and forecast. Okay, of course, the data scientists will be able to then visualize the data and present the information to management to make informed decisions. Yeah. Okay. So, experience in data science. Yeah. So we can start off as a data analyst, or sometimes known as business analyst. Yeah. So like I say, gathering data and cleaning the data. Engineer, or sometimes maybe known as a data administrator, a data architect, database administrator. Yeah, you construct the architecture and check out, the patterns and the data sets and so on. And of course, the data scientist, or sometimes known as data manager or chief statistician. Yeah. So it will be able to model the processes and present the findings to top management. Yeah. Okay. So this is a global data science report from market research, future. As you can see, it is growing at a compounded rate of 29% forecast. Yeah. Okay, back to, that is a global, but then back to down to Malaysia, we need about, based on MDEC, okay, we need about 20,000 data professionals by this year, but I think we only have maybe a few hundreds. Okay, so there's a great potential for these opportunities. Yeah. Okay, so let's switch gear to Internet of Things, one of the enabling technologies for IR 4.0. Yeah. So what is Internet of Things? Yeah. So Internet of Things, you can think of it as I highlighted, it is a network of internet connected objects able to communicate and exchange data. So it just abbreviated as IoT. So what are these things? These things are actually what I call sensors in a layman term. Okay, they can sense, collect data, and send it to internet. You can communicate that way. Yeah. So why does it matter with the Internet of Things? Because by applying, building solutions around this Internet of Things, around these sensors, as you can see on the diagram, you can see many types of sensors that the people are building all these sensors for various industries and applications. Okay, so from consumer point of view is to streamline our activities. Say, for example, lower our bills, improve our healthcare, like ways, say, for example, data analytics, how to help you to find the shortest route and so on. Yeah, from a business perspective is to reduce costs and increase efficiencies. Yeah. Okay. So examples of IoT, that will be in the layman term will be easier for you to grasp. Okay, for example, if your car is a smart car, it can detect engine problem. So what it does is, because it's connected to internet, you will then schedule an appointment with your mechanic. Yeah. So let's say your smart home. Yeah. Well, when you come back to your house, it somehow can detect that you have a stressful day. So it plays some soothing music and offer some soft lighting as you walk through. Yeah. So your fridge can be an intelligent fridge. Yeah. So once the certain groceries has been depleted, it will then order it for you. And then the next day you open the door, the delivery man is in front. Okay. Yeah. So those are ways of applications of IoT. Yeah. I think some of us have our Tenaga National smart meters being replaced. Yeah. So the smart meter actually has Wi-Fi and also GPS, so that they know where's your house, right? Location. And it has Wi-Fi because it can send all your meter reading directly to the to Tenaga National. So in that way, next time you don't need the people coming to the front of your door at your gate and using a binoculars, trying to look at the meter reading. You see. So in terms of IoT, okay, the source from Gartner and Frost and Sullivan, it is expected to be about 190 billion in 2025. Okay, you can see the traditional IT spending, but IoT is even much more. Okay. in 2025. So where does this, I mean, 100 over billion being distributed? Yeah, okay. So this is the global, and this is Malaysia, okay? Yeah, the numbers. And it's will be distributed across different layers of the applications. Like the lowest layer is hardware. Right? That's where, I mean, people start building all the sensors for different kind of applications. So in today's, in New Straits Times, you will see there's smart meter where we are trying to digitize our water systems. Yeah, there will be smart meter for usage of waters and so on. Yeah. So of course, there will be people who will be building applications in layer 4 and layer 5, right? Analytics to analyze the situation, yeah, and also to prevent, I mean, any water problem. Yeah. Okay. So in terms of jobs, okay, according to the MIMOS IoT National IoT Strategic Roadmap, it will be about 14,000 jobs in 2020. But I don't think we have produced, I mean, the institutions has not produced so many IoT specialists yet. So careers for IoT will be, you know, IoT engineer, automation engineer, or software developer. People who develop applications on IoT platform, yeah. Okay. Qualifications for the diploma, either for diploma in computer science, specialized in data science, or diploma in IT, specialized in IoT. The minimum qualifications is you must pass SPM. Okay, that means you obtain your SPM certificate, Lulus, BM, and history. Yeah. So you need to have at least 3 credit, but one of the credit must be in mathematics. Yeah, because these 2 subjects are related to computing. So mathematics, you need to have a certain level of analytics and reasoning and logic. Yeah. Okay. So the cost is less than 30,000, 20 something. Yeah. And duration is 2 years and 3 months. And the 3 months is actually the industrial training. Okay. So we have just, I mean, MCCAL have just gotten what we call the provisional accreditation. We are in the midst of working out to offer this course in May next year. Yeah. So you can plan for the pathway either to degree in computer science or degree in automated systems, either pathway to local universities, and our UPU, I mean our university placement, we have been in conversation with some of these universities to arrange our pathways. Yeah, so you can pathway to overseas universities as well. Yeah. Okay, what are some of the courses? So yeah, in computer science, mathematics and statistics, and others like project management. And at the end, just before your industrial training, you need to complete a capstone project, yeah, which is to make use of all your skills and knowledge that you have over the 2 years and do this final year project. Yeah. Okay. Okay, thank you. If you have any questions, yeah, please feel free to ask.